Instead of just walking on sunshine, Karen, we might as well make some money from it, right?
Can we do that?
Yeah, save some money. We're going to talk about solar, which is all the rage, especially when you're living here in the Sunshine State. Or maybe you're one of the 1,300 folks who've just moved here to St. Johns County, and a few thousand have moved here to Northeast Florida, including Clay County in the last month or so. And you have an opportunity to really reduce your electric bills with solar. And we've got some very special guests in studio who are going to help us play some music, probably sunshine themed, because I'm just that crazy.
You're that clever.
Yeah, that clever. We're going to talk about solar and how it can change your life a little bit. And Karen and Ashley are both here. Karen, how are you?
I'm doing real good. How are you?
Ashley, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah. Ashley's on the left side of your radio. Karen is on the right.
I see that. Thank you for that.
Oh, no, you're the other Karen. This Karen.
It's confusing.
Oh, this is so confusing. I have Karen with a K, Karen with a C. Karen with a C is our Karen. So anyway, keep up with that. We'll be keeping score. There'll be a test a little bit later. Karen with a K, what inspired you guys to start a solar company?
Oh, it started about 2.5 years ago. I added solar to my own home. I saw all the new technology and that solar was, the way to go to help lower your electric bill. Yeah. So after I did that and I saw what it did for my home, I decided to work for a solar installer.
Wow.
So from there, that's where I met Ashley.
Yeah.
When we first met, we just started noticing that the customer service was what was lacking the most. The customers were, after they signed their initial contract and got going, there was no communication at all with the installer, and so they got really frustrated. They would come back to their salesperson, which was myself, and they wanted to know what was going on. So of course I would turn to Ashley and try to find out what was going on. And together we just decided that from the year or so of experience working together, seeing that the customers were not getting what they needed and they weren't having the experience that we wanted them to have, that we could probably come up with something better as a company to help the customers have that customer service experience, know what's going on from beginning to end, and at the end have the system that they were promised to have.
So that's how Clay Solar was born.
That's how it was born.
There's the story, Karen with a C.
Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Like my mother always said, treat people the way you want to be treated.
Absolutely.
Seems like that's a basic idea.
Hey, if you're just hopping in and out of your vehicle, go to claysolar.com to learn more, claysolar.com. And, of course, there's some great opportunities for folks to save a lot of money off of their JEA or FP&L bills, right?
Absolutely. And Clay Electric.
Yeah. Ashley's here with us as well. Ashley, how long does it take for folks to make that transition from, having just regular power like we've had for decades and generations to solar power?
It really depends on the county. Some counties will take longer, like Duval. Clay County is really quick.
Okay.
Quick turnaround on the permit, which then in turn makes it a quick installation start to finish.
Okay.
Some customers can be done with under 2 months.
Okay. And maybe the same or similar here in St. Johns County.
St. John's, yeah.
Okay.
Roughly the same time frame.
Very good. And it will entail, Karen, obviously putting panels on your roof. This has been going on for a long, long time. It intrigues me that we still view it as this cutting-edge, new-age technology when we've had solar panels around going back to the 70s.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's just with the tax incentives that are out there now, it's just there's more push towards going solar.
Yeah. So once they go up, Ashley, up on the roof, we see them on people's roofs occasionally. We need to see more of them. Is there a lot of maintenance? You have to get up there with Windex and wipe them down every other day, or how's that work?
There's really not a lot of maintenance that goes into it. We recommend having it cleaned roughly every 6 months to a year.
Right.
But other than that,
that's it.
There's no maintenance.
And they can sit up there, I would guess, for decades.
Mm-hmm.
Well, pretty cool. What happens when a hurricane comes? Do they still stay up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They better.
Yeah. We've already had a bunch of storms. That's one thing you never heard about coming off of both Matthew and Irma. No real problems with people losing solar power.
No. I mean, there were some customers, but that just was due to really bad installation. If they're done right the way that they're supposed to, they don't move.
So I would imagine Karen Simison is here with us, Ashley Lopez as well. Claysolar.com is the website you need to check out, claysolar.com. We'll give you a phone number here in just a moment. It all starts, Karen, with that first phone call or that checking out your website, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And from there, you probably set up a consultation at their home and figure out whether or not they're in a good position or not.
Absolutely. Make sure that their roof is a good candidate for solar. make sure that their electric bill and then what we can actually put on their roof is going to be enough to cover their electric bill.
Right.
The whole point of solar is to make sure you only are paying one bill. You don't
Yeah.
want to pay us and an electric company. You just want to pay one and be done with it.
Yeah. And when this all gets underway, I mean, folks can see a reduction in their electric bill, what, in a year, next month? I mean, when can they start seeing something that they're going to get all excited about?
So with the electric bill, it's immediately.
Wow.
Yeah. So as soon as the panels go on there, the reduction in electric bill is immediate.
Wow.
So the only thing that they have to pay is the connection charge. That is with every utility company. The connection fee is the one fee you have to pay.
So I would imagine there's some pretty cool geeky technology too, where you can probably look on your cell phone and see how much money you're generating from the sun hitting your roof.
Yes, there is. There's an app that goes with every solar system so that you can see what you're producing, what you're consuming. You can see your carbon offset on there. I mean, there's a ton of things that you can see, so you can actually feel good about what you're doing for the environment as well as saving money.
Yeah. Ashley, you and Karen are local, so I imagine that's a big part of the customer satisfaction piece, right? Because you're not going anywhere. So if people have a problem with a system that you install, you're going to be here 2 years, 5 years from now, ready to help them out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that makes a huge difference, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, if you have any questions, go to claysolar.com. That's claysolar.com. Or you can call this number, and Karen will tell me if it's right, 904-736-4446.
That's correct.
We got lucky on that one, Karen, with a
Good
C.
thing.
Yeah, we wrote it down correctly. All right, we'll be back.
Good day, sunshine. That's the way. I like it. That's the way. I like it.
From Hialeah, Florida, that's KC and the Sunshine Band here on 103.9 WSOS. We're live from St. Augustine, and that's exactly the song, Karen with a C, people will be singing when they get their homes set up with solar power,
That's
right?
right. They like it.
Oh, yeah. They'll be so excited, clicking their heels, sticking it to FP&L. Nothing's better than that, right, Karen?
That's
Karen with a
right.
K, right? Ashley Lopez and Karen Simison are both here with us from Clay Solar Installation Partners, and you guys are constantly getting homes, situated and fitted for solar power, right?
That's right.
So from the point that the trucks arrive and the solar panels are getting ready to go up on the home, from that point, how long until they actually get the savings and the system is up and rolling? Ashley?
It really depends on the county. Clay
Yeah.
County, under 2 months.
Under 2 months. So 8 weeks.
Yeah.
8 weeks sounds better than 2 months, by the way.
And that's St. Johns County as well.
St.
Yeah.
John's, yeah.
So that's pretty
Duval is the
good.
one that takes a little bit longer.
Okay. And when it starts working, I guess it's like, is it a flip of a switch?
It literally is.
Is
yeah,
it?
Yeah.
That's pretty
You have
funny,
like a
isn't it?
drum roll and a big party.
Yeah,
when
like
it
Knights of Lights here in
happens.
St. Augustine when they flip the switch.
Make a big announcement. We're ready to go live and save money.
Lots of happy dances.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of happy dances.
I'll bet.
Yeah. Obviously, people, regardless of the size of their home, could potentially benefit, whether they're in a 1,200 square foot home or if they're in a 4,000 square foot home, right,
Absolutely.
Ashley?
Yes.
Doesn't matter. And I guess on some occasions, it may matter if they're totally tree covered or shade covered. I mean, there may be a random home that may not be the most ideally suited for solar.
Correct.
Okay. And for those folks, you just, give them a hanky so they can cry themselves to sleep.
Or convince them to do a lot of tree trimming.
Oh, yeah, there you
Tree
go.
trimming, yeah. But is that something that you do? So you would like go to someone's home and make an assessment for them?
Yes.
Karen Simison is here as well. Karen, what's one of the first questions that people ask once they start seriously thinking about putting solar into their home?
The first question they ask is, how much is it going to save me? What's it going to cost? That everybody always wants to know the cost.
Yeah, yeah. And from there, you can kind of explain to them that there's finance options, there's tax credits in place.
Yep.
It is definitely affordable. In other words, if you can pay your electric bill, you can pay to have solar.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they end up winning, right? They
They
end
do.
up saving a lot of money.
Absolutely. Not only are they saving money, but they're adding value to their home. And they get to take advantage of the tax credit that if you don't have solar, you don't get a federal tax credit for it.
Yeah. And Karen, what are the future plans for the company, as you
The
guys go from here?
The future plans for Clay Solar Installation Partners is to be the go-to installer and service for all of Northeast Florida.
Okay.
Continue to offer our customers the best customer service and to get them to keep referring their neighbors and friends to us.
Yeah. Just grow from satisfied customers.
Absolutely.
Well, if you have any questions about solar for your home, obviously go to claysolar.com. That's claysolar.com. Clay Solar Installation Partners. You can reach Karen and Ashley and the whole team there by calling 904-736-4446. That number again, 904-736-4446. Ashley and Karen, thank you very much. We learned a lot today. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.